see the debate portion between our sheriff's candidates. They are: the independent candidate is Tom Nelson, the Republican candidate is Jason Soseman, and the Democratic candidate is Thompson. Now, I'm going to turn it over to the pastors here that have agreed to ask the questions for us and officiate here, and they're going to go over the rules. So they have a microphone over there, and the pastors are Jeff Dietmeyer? No. Darren Dietmeyer. I got it wrong. I'm sorry. Jeff Belmer. Okay. Jeff Belmer and Darren Dietmeyer. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Gentlemen, good evening. Thank you for coming. Here are some of the ground rules. First of all, none of the candidates have received any of these questions in advance, and so they will be bringing forth to you in impromptu. Each candidate will have 3 minutes to respond to the questions, and our order will always change, and we will establish that order before the question is answered. If you bring another candidate's opinion or stance on specific situations in the middle of your statement, at the conclusion of your statement, that candidate will have 90 seconds to respond to anything they feel that they need to respond to what you have said. We ask everybody to be very respectful and polite. We are really blessed that we have 3 gentlemen desiring to assist in keeping Mercer County safe. And thank you, gentlemen, for your commitment in coming and running for sheriff. And each one of you will have a closing statement at the conclusion. Okay. The order for our first question will be Tom Nelson, Jason Soseman, and Tom Nelson. And this is the first question. You have 3 minutes to respond. What are your goals? What are your goals should you be elected to serve as Mercer County Sheriff? What are your goals if you are elected to serve? Tom?
Oh, he's Tom.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for coming. My goals, if I'm elected sheriff, is to work on the budget. When I was chief of Aledo, I had a balanced budget of $300,000, and after I retired from chief, I was told the new chief had a $600,000 budget. So I'm very careful of what's overtime, very strongly. That's what shows your budget, first of all, in the department I had. I'm just going to work with the people, watch the budget, and just basically that's it like this.
Mr. Soseman, what are your goals should you be elected to serve as Mercer County Sheriff?
I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. It's good to see a group of concerned people here that want to find the facts of the Sheriff's Department. Obviously, as Mr. Thompson or Mr. Nelson started off with, the budget. The budget is a problem. We've never had a balanced budget in Mercer County, and it is now time that we get a balanced budget and stick to that budget. There has to be conditions that state this budget must be balanced. I understand that there's conditions or there's things that happen that do cause problems, that will cause overtime and extra expenses. But we need to establish a budget that we can stick to, and it's high time in Mercer County that we do that. I believe the Mercer County Sheriff's Department needs to create a much better rapport with the citizens of Mercer County and other law enforcement agencies at the Mercer County or in Mercer County and at the state level. This only helps Mercer County. If there's a better rapport with the citizens, then there's going to be more arrests made, there's going to be more problems discovered, because the citizens of Mercer County can come and speak to the officers. They don't feel that they are intimidated by the officers. They need to to be able to work with the officers, and the officers need to be able to speak to the citizens of Mercer County and with the citizens of Mercer County. I believe that we need to create a better rapport with the senior citizens. There's been problems, and after I heard it the first time, I thought, this is a one-time situation. But after I heard it 6 or 7 times, and then started asking some of these people for affidavits stating that they will go on record as saying this, and they agreed to it, I found out that there's been times where people have had to wait as much as 2 hours, possibly longer, to get any kind of response back from this department. What that right away takes me to the thinking of when my mother was living alone out in the country. If she called in and there was somebody out in the prowler outside of her house, what does that do to an older person? It stresses them, and stress can unfortunately kill an older person. I don't want that to happen to the senior citizens of this county. I want response time to be improved, and the best way to improve these response times is to get more deputies on the road instead of office jobs. Mercer County doesn't need office jobs, we need deputies on the road. Is that my timer? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Thompson, what are your goals if you are to retain your position as Sheriff of Mercer County?
Good evening. I'm Mercer County Sheriff Thompson. Nice to see all of you here this evening. My goals as the Sheriff of Mercer County are to continue serving the people of Mercer County, to continue the professional job that the people of the employees of the Mercer County Sheriff's Office are doing. People of Mercer County are fortunate to have a group of people at the Sheriff's Office that we currently have. They're professional, they care about what they do, and it's my job to make sure that we continue being professional and caring. I would like to continue with the programs that we have in place. Their program, Crime Stoppers, and we're working on building our auxiliary backup. I have a couple of programs that I would like to, I'm currently investigating on implementing. As a triad program, which is a program in which our law enforcement, seniors, form a cooperative and try to work things out that some of the concerns that senior citizens may have. We also are currently investigating a program called Project Lifesaver, which is a program in which folks who are afflicted with cognitive conditions such as Alzheimer's, autism, those types of things, they have a tendency to wander, and this program is a search and rescue program designed to try to find those folks in a minimal period of time. As far as the budget is concerned, with the figures that I have here, within 4.5% of our budget last year, and that doesn't include, I think, something that some of my opponents may not mention, is the fact that there's a lot of money that is paid back on things that we expend it out of our budget, it's paid back to the general fund. It looks as though we have spent the money, but the money comes back, goes to the general fund.